Overpromised with Cavino and Rich. Do it.
Oh, yeah. Handsome Gabe put some stank on it.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go Yankees.
You road dog with your road grays on.
That's right. Welcome to Overpromised, the Cavino and Rich bonus podcast, episode 66. I'm Steve Cavino. That is Rich Davis. We are Monday through Friday on Fox Sports Radio, 2 to 4 out here on the west side.
Oh, my God.
5 to 7 on the east. And, of course, thank you guys for being here with us once a week, because this guy always overpromises things that we never get to. And we're going to talk the best rumors in life and in sports.
Yes, thanks to Troy Aikman, there's a new one.
He started a rumor. Plus, your picks for tonight. Lots of great games tonight. And we kick it off with rally cries. Rally cries in sports. Because, I mean, there's a trick to it, man. Because if it doesn't pan out, then it just seems corny. You look back and you're like, that was so weak. And I feel like your team, the Mets, are at a make or break point where it could be awesome or corny, depending on how they do.
The whole Grimace, oh my God, is either going to be the most memorable thing in Mets history or,
You're going to be like, Grimace. For example, your Mets. Who let the dogs out?
Bro, that was 2000. I hated that.
Right?
I really did. But the Grimace vibes, and you know who else? Hawk Tua Girl. You know the Mets have a 643 winning percentage since Hawk Tua Girl throughout the first pitch.
And I get it. You're looking at this as your good luck charm and something to rally behind. But like I said, if you don't go all the way, you'll look back and be like, that was the wackest, weakest sort of thing to grasp onto. Like the Padres a few years ago. Was it 2 years ago or 1 year ago?
I think it was like 2 years ago
Where they
now.
had all these old idiots and like, that's what's it.
That's what's
These
it.
old idiots rhyming was not the rally cry you wanted to get behind.
Going down to yellow and brown. That's what's in. Padres on the loose. Let's go, Goose. That's what's in.
If I was a Padres fan, I'd want to punch myself in the nards if that became our rally cry, right?
That's what's
So,
it.
look, you're on that cusp of this could be the coolest thing ever because the guys on the team, you know, Jose Iglesias, OMG, the song's actually good. Pitbull's on it now, right? They're holding up the sign and you're actually delivering, right? Like, look at that. Lindor's a hero. This could be the greatest story or the weakest story.
You know,
depending.
I'm thinking a couple years ago when the Mets had an early exit from the playoffs, it was with Pete Alonso at the "Let's fucking go Mets" LFGM. We still use it, but
You know what? That's not as bad, though. Yeah. And you know what? There's a carryover. We'll explain.
Yeah.
So it got us thinking of rally cries in sports. Again, when you win, they're great. When you lose, you look back and think, And we kick it off with the 1979 Pirates, man. The We Are Family.
Family.
Yeah. I was just a 3-year-old nothing, but I still know the legend of the We Are Family, 79 Pirates. I got all my pirates in me. Yeah.
I remember those funny hats. I was born within weeks of them winning the 1979 World Series. So the Pirates, that is one of those vibes that everyone looks back on. You know, I don't want to throw it to football, but you're right. These things don't count if the team doesn't win. Like, what would the 85 Bears Super Bowl shuffle have been if they didn't win?
Oh, they had to win, but that's
Right.
how confident they were, and that song is legendary as a result.
Yeah.
Good point. I always thought this was corny as hell, but it still was their rally cry. But as a Yankees fan, I was like, get out of here with your stupid rally monkeys and your Scott Spezio stupid little flavor passion.
You were just mad because the Yankees had made it to the World Series 4 years in a row, not in 2002 because of the rally monkey in Anaheim.
And that's the other thing. When it's not your rally cry, you think it sucks. Like the rally monkey. I'm sure people in Anaheim thought it was the greatest thing ever. I think it's the corniest shit that ever was. The rally monkey, but it worked for them. You get behind it like, yeah. And then it's synonymous with that year and that moment.
Well, here's another one you're not going to like because it's an American League team that beat you.
Yeah.
The Cowboy Up for the Red Sox.
See, but like I said, like the LFG with the Mets, how it carried over.
Yeah.
Cowboy Up, I believe, started with like Kevin Millar and all those guys.
Yeah.
And it started in 03.
They fell short, but then the next year they broke the curse.
Yeah.
And they were still doing the Cowboy Up, like we're gritty, dirty helmets, beards.
Grizzly. Yeah.
Cowboy Up.
They were ball players. Cowboy Up. That was their thing. Like I said, every team has a thing and they print a few T-shirts. I remember in 96, the Yankees had We play today, we win today. That's it. Because Mariano Duncan had said it. It turns into a thing, and then you roll with it.
Oh, you know what? I'm curious to see if this catches on. Keep an eye out on social media for T-shirts that say Mets Nation. We've never called ourselves as fans Mets Nation, but Francisco Lindor in the postgame is like, yo, I'd like to thank Mets Nation. And then in the locker room, in the clubhouse, Mendoza, the manager, goes, what did Lindor call you guys? Mets Nation. So you're going to see Mets Nation shit now.
And I can't blame you for getting behind anything that Lindor is saying or doing right now. This guy's magic. He's electric. OMG. Oh, my God. Now, last year, people say, was it a fluke? Was it a gift from God? I say, no. It was a gift from Scott Stapp and Creed. The whole "Can you take me higher" rally cry that they got behind lifted the Rangers.
Me higher.
Lifted the Rangers to a World Series championship and revived the career of Creed.
That was so funny because do you remember they had a mariachi band?
Yes.
Perform Creed?
I do. Dude, I not to name drop, I shortly after interviewed Creed after this, and they're like, unbelievable. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's insane. But dude, it worked.
So funny.
And I believe it started with like Andrew Heaney of the Rangers, who was kind of Heine when he was with the Yankees. Andrew Heaney saying that they play Creed in the locker room. Huh? And then they started playing it throughout the loudspeaker. Everybody started singing those songs. And then people started realizing that the joke became a reality. Like, yeah, no. And they won the World Series with it. Can't hate on it.
So you're right. It goes away, and it's almost like that sucked if it didn't work. If it works, it goes down in team history.
Oh, yeah. That's the Creed era of the Rangers when they won. And how can we ever forget when it comes to gimmicks in sports? How can we ever forget the trash can banging Astros of 2017? You remember those guys?
Of course. Remember after the World Series, they held up the trash can?
Yeah, remember it was like Stomp when they were like, and they would celebrate with the trash cans. Oh, I love that story.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember when Altuve came out with Oscar the Grouch. That was fantastic.
I think that was the only thing that ever brought together Dodgers fans and Yankees fans because they're both like, fuck you, Astros.
And looking back, you remember who like called it out, right?
Yeah.
John Boy. Yeah. But yeah, how could we forget? Never forget this great gimmick of the trash can bangers.
Back in the day.
All right. But again, props to your Mets. Again, they've been a little gimmicky with their Timmy trumpets. And again, that's more of an entrance, but you know, the crowd's behind it. Yeah. This OMG thing might lift them the same way Higher lifted Creed. I don't know. There's something about it. Something about it.
Let's go. Now, there was a rumor that could Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce already be engaged?
Well, it started because Aikman referred to her as, oh, there she is, the Mrs. People are like, the Mrs.?
What did he say?
So he was asked about it.
And this is what Troy Aikman had to say. Listen, Troy Aikman's probably thinking, well, I've just called her the Mrs. I wasn't really meaning anything by it. It's his girl, the Mrs.
Yeah, well, he said there's some truth behind his misstep.
Was that a big deal? I mean, was that like was I on a tightrope right there? You know, this morning I woke up and I saw a headline like Aikman knew he was in trouble or something, and I'm thinking, gosh, if this is newsworthy, I mean,
in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, look, really?
Yeah. Have you ever done the thing where you became
Well, hold on, though. In reality, if you refer to somebody as, oh, there she is, the Mrs., it doesn't necessarily imply that they're married, right? It's like, yeah, it's the Miss. Isn't that more of an expression, too, though? Like, that's the girlfriend.
But when you're tight-roping,
that the missus likes it. And, you know, but Travis comes off the line of scrimmage and he starts to sell like he's
what in the hell? Are they married or something?
And then he changes direction so well that you see it over and over, especially when Mahomes gets outside the pocket.
So Aikman goes on to say and defend himself that he actually heard a rumor that they might be engaged, right? So, they might be engaged? And it got us thinking of the best rumors in sports and in life growing up, because we all heard the same ones, and this is pre-internet. Some of it's pre-internet.
Which is shocking because I don't know how pre-internet, if you lived in LA, Idaho, New York, Texas, Mississippi, Chicago, we all heard the same stupid ones.
Right. And in no particular order, let's just get into some great rumors we grew up with.
We all thought that Marilyn Manson was Wonder Years Paul Pfeiffer.
Everybody talked about it. There's a few rumors about Marilyn Manson. A few bad ones, too.
Didn't he like remove his ribs so he could
yes.
to himself?
Yes. That he got a rib removed so he could please himself.
Does that work?
Can you do that motion again?
Like Paul Pfeiffer.
So he could...
what the hell? Paul Pfeiffer would never do such things.
What would Winnie Cooper say?
Speaking of, he has a new album coming out November 22nd, if you're keeping score at home. But along those lines, there was a lot of people that said that Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins was the kid from A Small Wonder, that kid Jamie. And a lot of people believe that. But again, rumor, could be. Who knows?
Is that Billy Corgan?
He's addressed. I believe we asked him about it one time.
Wait, is it though?
It might be.
I'll give you this. A lot of these are always like, dirty sexual rumors. Like every school had a story of like some girl that got a hot dog stuck somewhere. Like
and some kid and his cat, right?
There's always some guy's dog with peanut butter. What?
In every high school across America. There was always a kid and his cat and a girl with a hot dog, and there's always these rumors.
You wonder where they start. And I think the answer is back then, someone got done dirty by this person. And they're like, let's start the weirdest rumor about them. Like, I don't want to get too graphic, but there was a Rod Stewart rumor that he had to get his stomach pumped because, let's just say, he ingested a lot of something.
Now, hold on.
And I remember being like, what?
For the record, I'm from Union, New Jersey.
Allegedly.
Rich is from Franklin Square, Long Island.
Never.
We heard the same rumors growing up. I imagine people watching all over the country, all over the place, all over the world. They're like, yeah, I heard that too.
But how?
Rod Stewart, his stomach pump because,
You know what?
And by the looks of that picture, I kind of believe it.
I don't know. The one
This guy would never.
The one that goes down as the number one, how on earth did that start?
Okay.
And I think the answer is, when people have done research, it's because someone was trying to do him dirty.
Yeah.
Richard Gere.
Oh, we should have ended with that one because that is the king of all rumors.
The king of all rumors?
How did he get tied up with this whole Lemmy Winks sort of thing? I have no idea. If I were him, I'd publicly address, like, by the way, like, I don't know if he ever has, but every time I made an appearance, I'd be like, it never happened.
By the way, Richard Gere here.
What you're about to see, by the way, is 100% real of a photo. Just so you know.
Oh, here he is.
Not AI generated at all, right?
AI generated
the
at all.
star of Gerbil and a Gentleman. There he is. I don't know.
Winks.
God loves
honestly,
his gerbils.
that's the one. That's the king of them all because we've all heard the Richard Gere gerbil rumor, and we all thought, like, you think? That's weird, right? It's got to be true. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
I've heard it. You've heard it. My wife's friends heard it. They grew up in Texas. Like, it has to be true. Let me hit you with a sports one.
We got two more sports ones, I think. I don't know. I have a few. You have a few.
He has denied it, and in fact, he gets mad when it's brought up.
Yeah.
But Baltimore Oriole Cal Ripken, the rumor that he walked in, went back to his house, and he caught his wife with Kevin Costner.
I believe it.
Isn't part of the story that's why the streak ended?
Well, no, the streak was going to end.
Yeah.
And that was the day, mysteriously, that the lights didn't work at Camden, so they had to postpone the game.
Oh,
because
yeah,
if they didn't postpone the game,
right,
the Iron Man streak was over. So that's always a rumor. And he has vehemently denied that, saying, like,
they look a little friendly in this photo.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? Again,
on.
When the legend becomes fact, print the legend. Part of me believes, like, even though I know it's rumor, I'm like, for years I thought that was true.
It's too good to not be
right.
true.
I'm like, yeah, because Kevin Costner got what is, and people are like, no, that's not true. It's a rumor. I'm like,
I want to believe it.
I thought that.
I want to believe it.
As a Yankees fan, I was like, yeah, screw that guy. And how about this one? We've all heard it. I don't know if there's truth. There may be truth to it. I don't know. Delonte West allegedly with LeBron's mom?
Well,
that's true.
He's had a rough go at it the last couple of years. Delonte West, I think, is back on the streets.
Yeah,
and stuff,
I think he's homeless
but
now.
There was the rumors.
But we all heard that rumor, right?
Yo, he banged LeBron's mom? What?
And I say that respectfully as hell. I'm a LeBron fan. I'm not a hater at all. But, like, we've heard these rumors. And now this is the internet era. So we know how they spread. We get how those things happen. But we've heard that stuff before. And,
speaking of sleeping with people's moms.
Yeah.
I forget the kid's name, but we talked about this.
Stifler.
No, not Stifler's mom. The hockey story where, remember, like, the veteran player.
Oh, yeah. You put me, that was just recently. You put me on the spot. That turned out not to be true, though, right? Again, they denied it all the way. It was like a hockey camp and
Corey Perry
Yes.
with Connor Bedard's mom.
Right. Yeah, that was a big story for a minute, but that rumor spread quickly. So rumors in sports.
Oh, do you remember that other rumor where, wasn't it, who was the pitcher for the Indians back in the day? Rick Vaughn. Didn't he sleep with Roger Dorn's wife?
I mean, that's what I heard, dude.
That actually
Yeah,
happened.
that's
too.
what I heard, man.
I heard there was video proof of them in a hotel lobby or
That's
something.
what I heard. They once got busy in a Burger King bathroom or something.
something like that.
But again, are Swift and Kelce married? Aikman saying he heard maybe they're engaged. I don't know. But right now, it's just a rumor.
Well, let me end this by saying, hey, tonight we got 2 American League divisional series.
Oh, yeah.
We got that going on today. And we got Thursday Night Football. This is using the phrase must win at this stage of the NFL season seems a little premature.
Mm-hmm.
But the Niners are 2-3. The Seahawks are 3-2. The Niners have lost 2 division games. They've lost against the Rams and the Cardinals. If the Niners lose tonight, that would mean they've lost against everyone in the NFC West.
Yeah, that's bad.
Not good.
Yeah, not good at all.
And if they win, they're 3-3, and the Seahawks are 3-3, and it's almost like, and the season starts over.
Dude.
So you got to look at tonight as almost a must-win for San Francisco.
Not complaining, just explaining, not hating, just stating. Aren't you a little overwhelmed at how much there is to watch in the world of sports right now? Because there's all this greatness going on. You're like, Yankees, Thursday Night Football, my Mets.
Well, the fact that the Mets now have 2 days off before the next round starts, I'm like, all right, I can take a deep breath.
I almost need a break. Seriously.
Well, I'm going to give you, courtesy of DraftKings Sportsbook, code CRSHOW.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a parlay for tonight that will be something you like and something I like. We'll
All
call
right.
this the Cavino and Rich special.
Oh, yeah.
2 things going on tonight. Number 1, Yankees trying to clinch.
The CNR special, rumor is it pleases everybody. Pleases all the ladies.
The Yanks try to finish off the divisional series against the Royals.
Just a
So
rumor.
Just a rumor,
if
though.
the Yankees win tonight,
Yeah.
they will then go on to host the ALCS. So Yankees tonight.
Garrett Cole. I have a lot to prove tonight. Not
Garrett.
my greatest outing last time, so I think I'm going to go out there and get him tonight.
Garrett Cole's on the hill. That's a big bonus, right?
Yeah.
And 49ers money line. So Yankees money line, 49ers money line. This is the Cavino and Rich special. He's happy. I'm happy. And 100 pays out 150. The odds aren't great because they're both favored in their games, but let's call this a Cavino and Rich night. Maybe the Mets, they got the day off, so we'll go Yankees, Niners, plus 150.
Garrett Cole here. There's only so much I could do, but I think in order for us to win and take it further, Judge really needs to step up.
The Yankees going to win a lot. Goes into this guy right here.
Man, not only
He
does
has to break that postseason curse that he has going on, and I think it happens tonight.
well,
so
you said you were talking to some of your buddies
yeah.
about greatness and the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
Can you call someone one of the all-time greats if they freeze in the playoffs? In any sport, right?
You can, but it tarnishes the legacy. And people want to debate that all the time. And I simply go back to the obvious. It's like, yeah, Dan Marino is one of the greats, one of the GOATs,
But
one
he
of the
didn't
best
choke
to
in the
ever do
playoffs.
it.
He just never had the
No,
team
no.
to get there.
But I'm saying he never won a championship. You never win a championship. That's going to stick with you for the rest of your career, regardless of how great you are. So Aaron Judge knows that as a Yankee, for his legacy, he needs to step up in the postseason. We know what he's capable of.
I agree slightly.
And he needs to win.
I agree slightly because in baseball, individual statistics are way more clear. Like if Dan Marino lost playoff games, but he threw for 300 yards, 3 or 4 touchdowns, but the Dolphins just weren't good enough, what could he do? If Aaron Judge or a Mookie Betts just got hot after being so cold, A-Rod had that reputation.
Yeah, but look at Mookie Betts turned it around just
I know,
like that.
but what I'm
dude.
saying,
so
if
Judge is next.
If you're a guy who's MVP caliber guy year after year, but your career postseason batting average is like 208 and you've had like no dongs and no ribbies. There's
dongs?
you know who had dongs? Marilyn Manson, his own from what I've heard.
Yeah,
man,
man,
a
a
lot.
lot.
Big rumor. Yeah.
Especially
big rumor.
in the early 2000s, man.
Yeah.
Record
Yeah,
breaking.
that's what I've heard. But anyway, tonight the parlay. I like your Yanks. We'll see what happens.
Let's go, Los Yankees. Let's go, Judge.
Who do you want to play in the ALCS
And let's
if you make it?
go, 49ers.
Who do you want to play if the Yankees advance?
The Yankees advance.
Guardians or Tigers?
No, I know. I'm thinking about it. Tigers seem too hot, man. I'd rather take the Guardians.
Tigers are young and hungry.
I'm scared. Well, all these teams. The scariest team is your team because they're just playing with that magic, stepping up in the big moments.
Is it weird that I don't even like that they have a few days off right now?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to break.
I'm like, come on, let's
any
go.
momentum. But what we're seeing here is baseball having a moment, and a lot of these young teams are playing big. Although the Guardians are dangerous, the Tigers appear to be a little more dangerous to me.
Screwball's pitching where like that's a guy that you could guarantee one game of the series, your team's sort of screwed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So let's go, man. Enjoy your baseball, enjoy your football, enjoy your Thursday night. And if you miss any of our shows, our actual shows, search Covino and Rich wherever you stream your podcasts.
Perfect. Hey, until next time. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the overpromised land.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Let's go.